You're listening to Exploring Anime with Friends, a JMO for Real podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and all major podcasting networks. I'm your host, JMO! And today's friend is my wife and co-host. How's it going today, Sarah?
Hi, everyone. It's going great today.
Awesome. Are you ready for today's installment of Exploring Anime with Friends Movie Edition?
This
is the normal movie edition week, and I want to start this whole thing off actually with an apology. We went yesterday to watch the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie, fully prepared to record it today and talk about it. And we realized something, that the movie doesn't stand alone as well as we thought it did, and we don't want to do a bad job giving you the lore in the first point. So we're going to move our next week's episode back to this week and put Demon Slayer Infinity Castle next week so that we have extra time to deliver you a higher quality episode. Does that sound like a plan, Sarah?
I think that sounds like a plan.
So next week it will be Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie edition, and then the week after that we're going back to our regular schedule and doing another movie after that. We're reversing 2 episodes on you. I hope that those who have tuned in for the movie edition this week aren't too disappointed, but we will let you know what the next 2 are. The next 2 are Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, and then we'll be leading off Halloween month with Kiki's Delivery Service from Studio Ghibli. And today we will be talking about a superhero parody comedy released in October of 2015. If you haven't figured it out by now, this is the one, the only, the One Punch Man. First, we'll be talking about Saitama. Next, we will be going into his relationship with Genos as they go through and become official superheroes together. We'll meet some of the other superheroes along the way. Then we'll go into some of the struggles that Saitama has to face along the way and some of the epic battles that this series presents to itself. And if you like what you're hearing today, remember to check us out on social media, like, subscribe, and follow. Man, we've been kind of looking forward to doing this one for a while, right?
This is a fun one.
Like,
this is definitely fun.
One Punch Man season 3 right around the corner, and it's like, this is a good excuse to do it.
Time.
You probably heard of the One Punch Man before at this point
It at least
in time.
sparks discussion.
Yeah, if you are into anime at all, if you've watched even one anime, you've heard of One Punch Man, you've heard of Saitama. I think he's more of a Vines character. And,
for sure. Oh my goodness.
And toxic Reddit character
for sure.
than anything else. I mean, the truth of the matter is he's not completely invincible. And when Death Battle did their special, they actually had Popeye beating Saitama, right?
I mean, it is Popeye, though.
Yes, it is Popeye. Another character high in hacks and
equally absurd.
Broken. Talk to us a little bit about Saitama or Saitama, or I get it that people are very particular about the way you pronounce his name.
Are they?
I always call him Saitama, but I can see the Saitama pronunciation too.
I mean, that's probably more accurate. I don't know. I'm going to say Saitama because that's the way I hear it in my head.
Yeah.
He's definitely one unique fellow. We'll start with that.
Yeah, let's start with the personality.
He's just trying to be a hero for fun. He's not really looking for the fame or the glory or the riches, like riches enough so he can just keep living life. He's just doing it for kicks. But when the rubber meets the road, he's your guy. When things need to get serious and when he finally takes it seriously, he's your 1000% your guy. He started off.
He doesn't even have to take it seriously.
He doesn't.
He's only once in the first season does he use the serious series.
Well, no. Like, there's a huge difference between that like round-eyed, goofy-looking Saitama and like when he gets serious, the serious eyes come out.
The meme image versus the like actual action
pose.
No, I completely get it. They do a great job with the artwork.
I was gonna say that like chill Saitama versus it's on Saitama are 2 completely different like facial expressions, and I love it.
Goes from complete derpy to complete badass, right?
Yep. It really just does. It's like 0 to 60. Originally just living life in this world. I don't really like. They don't necessarily explain how people get powers and abilities. It's just like suddenly you get them.
Yeah, right. Like
it happens.
Well, no, they do kind of explain it. You do 100 push-ups.
This is what Saitama does.
100 sit-ups, 100 squats,
healthy
and a
breakfast.
10-kilometer run every day.
And a healthy breakfast.
A healthy breakfast. You don't use the air conditioner or the heat, and you get good sleep. And
Yep.
you do this every single day?
Every single day.
And
that's how he did it.
Yeah, sometimes the breakfast doesn't have to be elaborate. It just has to be something small, like a banana,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. That's how he thinks he did it.
Yeah. In a 3-year period, he gained so much power that it forced all the hair out of his head.
Yeah. And now he's bald. It's
Oh,
just
man.
absurd.
We took
And
too long doing this
we
episode.
did. I don't care. It's funny. But yeah, that's Saitama in a nutshell. He doesn't take things seriously until he suddenly needs to take it seriously. And when he's not taking it seriously, he's still like S tier. Like, I know he's not S tier in the Hero Association, but he's still S tier quality. And
Yeah.
that's him in a nutshell.
Or S plus or
S++
or
something.
triple S
Yeah,
or whatever, whatever it is. Like,
Whatever it is.
but there is a longing for something more. Like,
Yes.
he has realized that he's been losing emotion over the course of time. It's very upsetting to him that he can't
Yeah.
find the worthy opponent, that he can't find someone that can truly make him fight to his limit. There are some struggles to be in Saitama, but more of them self-inflicted than anything else. So one of the days, throughout the series, he is definitely that overpowered, over-the-top hero. There's nothing that opposes him whatsoever, and
Mhm.
he just has that nonchalant personality that either draws you to him or repels you from him.
Yeah, it's really like that.
And one of the people who got drawn to him was a cyborg by the name of Genos. Talk to us about Genos.
Best boy Genos. He's a cyborg. There's a lot of like emotional things that he doesn't display because he's a cyborg. And he just wants to get better. He wants to be a hero.
And sometimes he's a little more dim-witted than Saitama, right?
He has his moments. I mean, the fact that Saitama is the one he's chosen to be his master proves it.
Right?
Because Saitama is explaining all this about how, like, this is how you do it. Right before a big fight. This is how I got my powers.
You're
100
so full of
push-ups.
crap, Master.
And he's literally like, Master, you're so full of crap. And he's not wrong. So why Genos chose Saitama, I still don't understand. But Genos can't beat Saitama.
Saitama partially saved him in the battle
did.
versus Queen Bee,
Yeah.
and he saw his butt cheeks. Yeah. No, there's
lots-
a lot of butt cheeks
lots
in
of
the
butts.
series. So just friendly warning.
Just
So,
lots of butts. But Genos is the good guy who's trying to do good things. He's also super powerful. And somehow he convinces Saitama to do the hero commission stuff and to join the heroes and take the tests.
Yeah. So the two of them, they head off and they take the exam together to become official heroes. And Saitama didn't even know that he wasn't an
He's
official
like
hero.
moonlighting as a hero, basically.
It's crazy because
Yeah.
he thought, it's like, I don't know why people don't know me. I don't know if I'm really making a difference. I don't know this or that
You
or
think-
anything. And Genos is kind of like, it's because you're not a fully recognized hero, Master.
You'd think people would recognize him, though.
Well, he's one of the last few humans remaining in an abandoned city.
But he goes shopping for food and everything, and he's very passionate about using his coupons.
Yeah, no, he is incredibly passionate about using his. Honestly, if a caped baldy wearing a yellow jumpsuit were to be frequenting my supermarket with coupons,
I would ask questions at least.
Yeah, I would want to know what his hero name was,
Yes.
and why he isn't getting paid more for what he's doing.
Yeah,
if
why
he has to use
why are
the
you
coupons all
so
the
crazy
time.
about these sales and coupons, man?
But that's part of the struggles of Saitama, like missing the date on coupons and stuff like that. So
Yeah, right.
So the two of them go and they take the hero exam together. Should we start with the written exam or should we start with the physical exam?
I mean, it gotta be the physical exam.
Start with okay. So Genos did pretty okay
Pretty
with the
good,
physical
yeah.
exam, near the top of the class and whatnot, right?
Definitely.
Like exceptional, right?
Exceptionally well.
And then Saitama, what did he do again? I
So,
can't remember.
I
Like
need to point out, Saitama's scrawny as heck. He's little.
I
and
mean,
he's like,
he's little compared to other
thin.
powerhouses. He's not
Yeah.
small compared to an average person.
no one is expecting him to actually get far with this physical exam. And then as he's just doing like the thing where just you're running in place, kind of like you're like
Side to side
side to side
jumps.
jump. Thank you. He's doing these side to side jumps, and like he's going so fast that they're having trouble keeping up with him. And he's putting like indents in the ground.
Yeah, he's doing laps around everyone as they're doing the running. The best part is when they're doing the vertical jump.
Oh, gosh.
He jumps up high and he gets his head caught.
Because
in
his
the
head caught in
ceiling.
the ceiling. This is not a low ceiling. This is like an airplane
It's like
hangar kind of
a full
huge.
gymnasium. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Like, it's just
Ugh.
ridiculous. Like,
Absolutely.
but yeah, so it's just one ridiculous thing after another. He breaks all the records, and Genos and him are comparing notes afterwards. And Genos is kind of like, oh, yes, they got me as an S+. And he's like, what did they do at the interview with you afterwards? Saitama is kind of like, what interview? We knew a little before this. Genos and Saitama already did a mission versus the House of Evolution, and Genos just incinerated it.
Oh, yeah, no, it was...
Because as over the top as Saitama is, Genos is pretty over the top compared to a lot of the people in the universe.
Oh, for sure.
We were talking about a pecking order last night where the gaps aren't close whatsoever when you're talking about how powerful a character is in that universe.
Mhm.
And they had already decided that if he kind of passed at all, Genos was going right to S-Class.
Oh, yeah.
So they did the interview with him to verify that he was the one that took down the House of Evolution. And once they verified, that was it. Genos was S-Class, starting off at the bottom.
I feel like if he had mentioned that Saitama was there too, and what Saitama did in that whole arc, I feel like they might have bumped Saitama up, but...
Yeah, but Saitama starts as C. Tell us a little bit about why and that whole scene.
First things first, as he's pulling up, like, out of the envelope, the ranking, they both see this curve.
And it's like,
You got
your
an
S is
S
even bigger
too.
than mine,
Yeah,
master.
right? And no, it's C. So he asked about the interview, and Saitama has no clue what he's talking about, but Saitama aced all of the physical stuff, but did absolutely horrible on the written exam. That's why he got such a low starting point.
Oh, yep. So he has to start from the bottom up. But let's talk about some of the struggles of Saitama. We're going to go a little out of order from what we prefaced you with at the beginning of the show. One of the things that C ranks have to face is they have to meet a weekly quota, or they lose their status as a hero.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
Like I kind of get it, but I don't at the same time.
So Saitama is so stressed out that one day he's running around the city like a madman
Because he didn't
scaring
realize
more
this.
people that he's helping, right?
Well, because he's running at like Mach speeds. It's destroying stuff as he runs by.
And as a result of it, Tank Top Tiger
Oh, God.
jumps in. It's like
Where do they get these names from?
a little girl's kind of like, that's the guy who's scaring everyone. And right now, Saitama's doing battle with another characters, Speedo Sound Sonic.
Speedo Sound Sonic.
You know, Saitama's kind of like, oh, good, some backup. And Tank Top Tiger's like, no, I'm here for you, Baldy. And like,
It's just the whole series is absurd.
yeah, and like it's one of those things where it's kind of like, even at that point in time, you're starting to realize that Saitama doesn't necessarily fit in with normal citizens all that
Or he
well.
just has terrible, like, I don't know, luck's not the word. There's
I-
another word. I don't know what it is.
We could just probably call it a lack of social skills.
Maybe.
Like, let's
I mean,
be
yeah, we
completely
can definitely
honest.
call it that for sure.
That whole fight resolves, but that's something that actually continues to come back. So that's one of the things that, because he's rushing around, and eventually he makes it out of C class in this first season, the results of rising from C to B class so quickly is that people are thinking he's cheating. Talk to us about it.
Because he's suddenly there at the end when all the other big A rank and S rank heroes have failed. Suddenly he comes out on top when he's only a C rank. He's gotta be cheating. Of course he's cheating.
Yeah, and people think that he's using S ranks to help them get to the top. He's
Yeah.
just showing up as the S ranks are really the ones saving the day.
Mhm.
And at one point in time, he just kind of embraces it after his battle with the Deep Sea King. And people are talking bad about the other heroes that fell. It's kind of like, you know, that guy's good, but it's kind of like all these other heroes, they did nothing to save us. We could have been better than them. And Saitama embraces that role. So these are the struggles of Saitama. Like,
Not your
Saitama
everyday hero
embraces
struggles.
that role. And he's kind of like, oh man, I'm so glad everybody else weakened it for me so that I could take the credit. Oh, and by the way, if you guys point out that the other people did it and it wasn't me, then I'm going to hunt you down and whatnot. So he kind of...
I don't know why he said that. Like, it
I
just
don't
made
know.
it all worse.
Yeah, but he didn't want the other heroes to look bad. And
Oh, yeah,
he
that's what it
realizes
was.
that he kind of just makes them look bad by showing up
By
to
just
defeat
showing
it
up
pretty
and-
quickly.
Yeah.
It's rooted out of a kindness of his heart. And the fact of the matter is, he knows they got nothing on him. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if they ever did come at him, it wouldn't be good for them. That's one of the struggles. And obviously, everything with the coupons and the sales and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Talk to us a little bit about these idiosyncrasies and quirks.
I mean, just the little things are what really make this anime. Things like that coupon, it's gonna expire, and like stuff like that. It makes it so great. One of the early on things that he faces is like this giant like Titan looking thing. On the one shoulder, it's the Titan's brother that kind of created him. The scientist guy's like barking orders at him, but like, brother, we're gonna destroy them all, yay! And somehow Saitama gets on the other shoulder, and the scientist guy's like, destroy the guy on your shoulder! And this stupid Titan lifts his hand up and goes, squish on the shoulder his brother is on. And stuff like that just kind of sealed it for me out. Or I just wasn't expecting him to do that. Like, you just killed your brother accidentally because you're not a smart creation. Saitama's still gonna there and he's still gonna kill you. It's like stupid stuff like that. It just made it so
Or Saitama
funny.
gets pulled under the ground with his head just above it. And he's
Yep.
like, I feel like a little bamboo sprout.
Yeah,
Like,
right? Like, what is that?
Man, the list of great quotes from Saitama
Oh my
throughout the
gosh.
course of this series.
It's just so funny.
Man. If you like what you're hearing so far, remember to check this out for yourself. We have been watching it on Hulu. And remember to check us out on social media. Like, subscribe, and follow. So we've talked a lot about Saitama up to this point in time. Let's talk about some of the other great characters of this series. Let's start with the true goat of the series. Let's start with Moomin Rider.
Moomin Rider, yes. He's the best. I love you, Moomin Rider, wherever you are.
Most heroic being ever.
Absolutely. Like,
no question.
I
There
don't-
is no one more heroic than Moomin Rider.
You're absolutely right. He's just literally riding his bike along, helping people.
Yeah.
He's top of C class.
Yeah.
Top of C class.
C-class rank 1.
And that's all he is. He's riding his bike and he's helping people.
Yep. He clears
I
out
love him so much.
evacuees.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, he'll even take on the boss. Like, if he thinks he
Oh,
can
man.
buy any time whatsoever. I keep on coming back to this Deep Sea King battle.
Yeah, no, that was crazy
But,
battle.
like, he knew he couldn't beat him. Like, he just saw Genos try and fail
Yeah.
versus this big creature in S-Class. And Moomin Rider comes in, and it's like Cycle Crash or something.
And just,
And he rides his bike right into him, like
like
Frankie and Brooke driving over Big Ma on a motorcycle.
Frankie and Brooke probably did it better, though, because...
No, they didn't.
I don't know. Their motorcycle's probably better than an actual bicycle.
But yeah, no, I mean, they did more damage.
That's what I mean.
I don't know.
They didn't do it better. They did more damage.
But they didn't do it better. Moomin Rider really just has that heroic spirit.
He's that hero.
And he has that heart. No, I'm nothing special, but I'm going to help.
Yep.
I'm going to do everything I can. I am barely stronger than the people that I'm saving.
Literally.
But I am the cyclist for justice.
He's my favorite.
He
I
is,
love him
he
so
is the
much.
best character of the series. And
Yes.
honestly, when I say that he's one of the most heroic characters, period, like in all of fiction, I'm actually being pretty
He
serious.
just might be. He is.
All right, so let's go to some of the other S ranks.
There's only one good S rank that I'd rather talk about.
I mean, there's a few S ranks I'd like to talk about. Which one of the S ranks do you want to talk about the most? 2, 3, and 6 is what I'm thinking, and the head of Class A. So you start with who you're going to talk about.
I mean, Tatsumaki.
Tatsumaki? Okay, yeah.
Gotta give a shout out to my girl.
There's the number 2.
You know.
Tornado of Terror.
Tornado of Terror. She's a psychic, and she does being a psychic very well. And she don't take
She
crap.
does. Correct.
If she thinks she needs to be involved in something, she'll like tell the director person, "Why aren't you sending me?" And the director person is, "Well, I think you're actually supposed to be more well suited over here." Unfortunately, her response is, "Oh, you're saying I'm not good enough?"
Yeah, right.
It's kind of funny like that. Like, no, I didn't say you're not good enough. I just said that, like it's the opposite. You're too good. So
Yeah.
I think she's fun though. I mean, she's kind of pick an adjective. She's kind of one of those. But
She looks like she's a little girl too, but
She
she's
does.
actually much older than she looks.
she does look very young. But yeah, she does, and that's kind of what hinders probably some of it with Saitama and her. Like the brief moment that they see each other. I think he's like, "Who's this little girl?"
She's the most powerful Esper on the planet.
Pretty much.
When you kind of look at how powerful everyone is, it's kind of like Saitama dwarfs her, and then she dwarfs Genos, and then Genos kind of just dwarfs everyone else
Oh,
at
yeah.
that point in time, with the exception of the people who you don't know what their motives are, and that's the number 6 S rank Metal Knight and the number 1 A rank Amai Mask.
Yeah, they're kind of crazy.
Let's talk about the two of them a little. They're being set up to be major antagonists later in the series, right?
I hope so. It's been a while since I've seen season 2, so it's a good thing we're not talking about it. They're both interesting. They both clearly have agendas, and we don't know what those agendas are yet.
No, we don't.
Like, I'm not even sure what to say about them specifically.
Metal Knight is the futuristic tech person. He's an opportunist. He doesn't always help all the time.
I think that's really fair, to be honest.
So he's a master of technology. He builds all sorts of droids that he sends out to test. One of the things that is very clear about him, Genos is trying to destroy a meteor, and Metal Knight shows up, and he's kind of like, I'm just here to test my weapon.
Yeah.
And Genos is like, you'll be destroyed if not. And he's like, nah, I'm at a remote place so much farther away. I won't be destroyed.
Yeah. So it's like testing a weapon may be helpful, but like That's not good enough when this giant meteor is gonna crush the city and destroy everyone. You can't be testing things. I mean, you can be testing things because if you're like, this is my only option, I have to do this. I have to see if this works. It's the only thing I can do. He didn't have that sense of urgency, though. He had the, let's see if this works. And if it doesn't, I'm just out some machine.
He's the type of guy who will build a state-of-the-art headquarters for the Hero Commission that looks so selfless on the surface, but then he'll show up at the end of a huge alien battle that he didn't help in, recover the spaceship for the alien technology that the other heroes fought to hold off the invasion.
There's words for people like that, but I don't want to say them.
Yeah, so, and Amai Mask is another person that's just kind of like, it's all justice. There's, in his mind, and it's blind justice. If someone shows up and terrorizes, they're dead. Even if they're surrendering, it doesn't matter. He doesn't show up to help the heroes when he knows things are going on. This huge alien invasion is happening on the planet, and he is in the middle of filming a drama and talking about it on TV. And he shows up at the end after the aliens are defeated.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, there's just a few, like, capturees taken in at this point in time. And he scolds the X-Class heroes that the city was lost before they ever even got into the battle.
Yeah.
Like, that's the crazy part about it. He stays at the top of Class A as the number one just to make sure that S ranks that he doesn't approve of can't become S ranks. Because he should be an S rank.
He really
even
should.
Though we don't know what his powers fully are yet. We know he's proficient in martial arts. He is definitely one of those characters that you know that there's a bigger role for him later on. Now, he might just be a jerk.
He might. He kind of is.
I wouldn't be shocked if Metal Knight was a villain. Would you agree with those assessments?
Yeah, I think I would. A villain pretending to be a hero.
Yeah.
So he can tinker with his toys and, do that kind of thing.
But, besides that, I think those are the most of the important characters of the series. And we've been talking about the fights throughout this. Like, we mentioned the House of Evolution. Saitama takes down this massive hulking creature. Carnage Kabuto. Want to talk a little bit about that? Or do you want to talk about Deep Sea King? Or a little bit about the alien invasion?
I mean, the thing with Carnage Kabuto was kind of cool was because the dude basically cloned himself because he figured out that he's like the smartest person in the world and to work with anyone but himself is just pointless. Was Carnage Kabuto just a failed clone?
I'm not 100% sure because we know that people applauded his work, but nobody stepped up to volunteer, that he was legitimately trying to evolve humanity as a species. So what does he do? He finds a way to reverse his aging.
Oh, yeah,
because that's the first step because he needs to be able to do that. He then found a way to clone himself so then he could start performing his life work. Like, honestly,
why couldn't that have just been his life work? Like,
truthfully, like, that guy's pretty awesome.
Guy is pretty awesome.
And thankfully, he does end up surviving and everything. As the big alien invasion fight is going down, we see that him and one of his gorilla creation are sitting and drinking tea together.
Like, just chilling while the bad, crazy stuff's happening.
We gave enough with the Deep Sea King. Talk a little bit about that end scene with the alien invasion.
So first things first, I thought it was like an alien invasion. Like, I thought that everyone was doomed, They're pirates, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh, you want to tell the mission that they're there for?
You go for it.
Yeah, well, they're there because Lord Boros, who's not Lord Barris.
At all. Not at all.
Lord Boros ran into a prophecy where he's going to find an equal to fight on this planet Earth. So he takes 20 years getting here just so he can fight Saitama.
Yes.
That's why he's there. If he defeats Saitama, he has no problem taking over the Earth, right?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Yeah.
It's like we're the strongest of two civilizations. We're fighting for our people. That's all it is. That's
all it is to him.
It's literally
just a prophecy.
I want to fight
fulfilled.
you, Saitama.
You specifically, not the other chumps.
And talk to us a little bit about the overall carnage of the battle.
I mean, the battle itself actually is more than one punch, which says a lot right there. The fact that Saitama punches and it doesn't just OTK.
Serious series.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good fight as a whole. I like the way that everything played out. The graphics were like amped up a little bit, I felt like, with just the way the lighting hit everything.
Yeah.
And for neither one of them was it a one and done. Like, they had to beat each other up.
Yeah, and Saitama's still completely in control because at the end, the guy's kind of like, oh my goodness, it's like you weren't even using your full strength. Yeah. And he's like, I was never in this battle. Do you want to talk to a little bit about what was going on the ground as Saitama is battling inside the spaceship?
Oh, there was a lot going on because it is still an invasion.
Yeah.
Basically what's going on is there's one of these aliens is just he's got like pieces of him that can come off and kind of like attack on their own.
I think it's like 4 merged into one.
Yeah, and he's just laying waste to everything. So what happens at the end there is this hero with a bat takes a swing, knocks one of them out, and as he does, sees this like little marble thing. And one of the other ones like, no, get that back, which obviously means it's important. So he just like crunches it, destroys it, and then the creature is destroyed suddenly. So he tells the other heroes, hey, somewhere inside that big hulking mess that you're fighting, there's a little marble. Destroy it, and you're good.
And it's funny because at first you just kind of feel like Power Bat and
remember,
Atomic
yeah.
Samurai and Silverhawk and Purry Prisoner.
Oh my, Purry Prisoner.
I'm surprised we
Booty
didn't
alert.
talk about him.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He's a great character.
He is.
They're all using physical melee against a creature that can't be, that
Oh, no,
we
it's
assume
just-
can't be melee.
Yeah, no, it's just
But
healing
eventually,
itself.
even the unmeleeable creature gets meleeed to death by them.
Yep.
And meanwhile, what's Tatsumaki doing?
I mean, she's playing crowd control. She's just making sure everything doesn't come to heck.
I mean, you could say she's just playing crowd control, but when
I don't mean it
the full
disrespectfully.
bombardment is
I don't mean
happening,
it
and she
disrespectfully.
sends it all back
Yeah,
up, and then she's taking all the rubble from the city and shooting it back
Yeah.
up into the ship. I know that it was Saitama and Boros' fight that was hit it down at the end,
Mhm.
but let's be honest, Tatsumaki's the one who takes down the ship.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
You're seeing the S-Class fight as a whole, and it's ridiculous, it's over the top, but it's still full of action and entertaining.
Oh, it's so great.
You got to learn more about the S-Class heroes, some for better, some for worse.
Fair.
You got to really see how everything works. And
Mhm.
you got a pretty awesome battle between Saitama and Lord Boros.
Yep.
Anything that you want to say about this series as we are closing?
I mean, it was fun. Was it good? No,
I
but
think
it
it's
was,
good. No.
It was good too, yeah.
I get that there's a lot of tropes and that there's a lot
Very
of comedy
campy.
and everything. It's woven together in such an intelligent way to where it's actually a good parody.
Yes.
It's like,
It's so
yeah.
it is very well done. It's hilarious. If you want something action packed that's got those like goofy moments in it, it's perfect for you. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm going to go a step further. It's one of my favorite action comedy in
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah, no,
And I get it
I think I
that
agree with that.
action and comedy aren't necessarily always associated with being good. You don't win awards for action or comedy or horror most of the time. You win it for the dramas and the
Fair.
or an anime, the shonen aspect, where it's kind of like those valuable lessons weaved in with action. But I think for what it is excellent. I don't want to call it underrated, but I think a lot of people that talk about it don't actually take it seriously as far as rating it.
It's hard to take it seriously, but you're right.
But I think it's really well done for what it is.
Yes.
This is the Weird Al of anime.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I'm putting it. We are big Weird Al fans here. So once again, we introduced you to Saitama and Genos and the hero exam and some of the early journeys of the two of them together and the early struggles of what it means like to become a hero in this world and thrive in the role too. Then we met some of the other characters, including the most heroic character of all time, Moomin Rider,
Moon Rider.
Tatsumaki, Purry Prisoner and whatnot, and some potential future antagonist in both Amai Mask and Metal Knight. And finally, we talked about the big battle scene at the end against Lord Boros and the alien or the pirate fleet invasion. We hope you had as much fun exploring the world of One Punch Man as we have, and consider watching this anime. Bye! So if you like what you heard today, make sure you listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you stream your podcast. Listen to all of our J-Mill for Real podcast. And hit us up on social media, like, subscribe, and follow. Once again, this was Exploring Anime with Friends. Let's explore together. And now for a word from our sponsors. Bin Buster. Live from YouTube, it's Tuesday night, the call sign of the Bin Buster YouTube channel. Once you hear this, you know you're about to embark on a journey through pop culture, movies, comics, and more. Buckle up and enjoy the ride every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. EST. Poppin' Cinema with Joe Mama and friends. Showcasing the power of cinema, join Joe Mama as he introduces different friends each week to a movie they have not seen before, popping their cinematic cherry as they talk about the movie they just watched every Tuesday at midnight.